Youngin Hall. Youngin Hall.
Hello and welcome to today's Young in Heart. Today we're going to think about what was special about the believers. So we know that they believed that Jesus was God's son and that he loved them. But the Bible describes them as having everything in common. That means that they cared for each other and they shared what they had and gave it to those that needed it more. So sometimes they would sell some of their things that they didn't need, like a house or a field or something like that, and then bring the money that they got for it to the disciples, who would then think about everybody in the group and decide who needed that money most. One of the people that did that was a man called Barnabas. He had a field and he sold it and brought the money to the disciples to share. The other thing that the believers did, was they talked about who Jesus was and how much he loved them and how he had come back to life again. And that's something that we should do too. We should share the things we have, be kind to other people and look after them and talk about who Jesus is. Our game today is about getting things and bringing them to others. So the believers sold what they had and brought the money to the disciples to share with others. And that's kind of what we're going to think about in our game today. I'm going to say something for you to go and find and then bring it back to right where you are now. Okay, and then we'll go and find another item. So, are you ready? I'm going to say something for you to find. We're going to play some music for you to kind of find it in that time frame, and then we'll see what you've got at the end. Are you ready? The first thing to go and find, very carefully, is a shoe. Go.
Youngin Hall. Youngin Hall.
So here I am. I went and found my shoe. Well, not my actual shoe, but a shoe. Okay. Did you find one? I'm sure you did. Well done. Are you ready for the next item to go and find? This time, it's a book. Go.
Youngin Hall. Youngin Hall.
I found a book. Mine's a Bible. Did you manage to find a book? I hope so. Okay, are you ready for our last item to go and find? To be careful for this one though. Ready? It's a spoon. Go and find a spoon.
Youngin Hall. Youngin Hall.
I hope you managed to find the last item. A spoon. Here's my spoon. So we have found 3 things that we have in our houses. A shoe, a book, and a spoon. The believers brought things that they had that they didn't need anymore. They sold them and brought the money to the disciples to share amongst those who needed it. So I hope you enjoyed our little game about finding things that we have and bringing them, just like they would have brought the money to the feet of the disciples, and thinking about how we can be kind and share to others. Our craft today is big. It's going to take lots of time to do, I think. So the believers shared what they had, including their homes, where they lived, and their food. So our craft today is to build your very own house out of blankets or towels or whatever you have. Okay? So you might sit underneath a table if you've got a big table and make that your house, or maybe put a blanket on top of a chair. You can decide whatever you've got around that works where you are. And then when you've made your house, maybe have a sit in it and have a talk about Jesus, some of the stories you know, and maybe even have a snack. Just like the other believers would have been doing, sharing their houses together, talking about Jesus and sharing food together. So, have a go. See if you can make your own house today. Time to talk with Jesus. Thank you for being with us and loving us so much. Help us to be kind and share what we have with those around us, especially those that need it more than we do. And help us to keep thinking and talking about you and how much you love us with those people around us. In Jesus' name, Amen. Thank you for watching Young in Heart. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good time. Bye.
Young in heart.